Hello, Gemini. Welcome in or welcome back to Go with the Flow Tarot. Your overall general energy for this reading is the Eight of Pentacles. The song I have assigned to this card is Taking Care of Business by Bachman Turner Overdrive, because that is what the Eight of Pentacles is all about. Diligent work on something that you've been working on for some time. You may not have seen a return on your investment yet, but you're happy to continue working away. And it's something that you're very skilled at and that you enjoy doing. Excuse me, one of those cards hit the ground. And so did my sunglasses. That's all right, we can roll on without them. So you did pull quite a few cards here. In your recent past energies, we have the Three of Cups. So those three ladies are celebrating a harvest. You could well have been celebrating a harvest and actually been seeing a return on your investment finally with that Eight of Pentacles. In your present energies, you pulled three cards: the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Death card. So you received some kind of blessing in disguise after learning how to strategize and protect your energy, and found something dead, done, and over with in the process. But that dead, done, and over with was a blessing, because that is what that symbol right there means. Seven of Swords is a card of lying, cheating, stealing, or can be, but often it is a card of strategy. So I believe this is you learning how to protect your energy. He is stealing those swords away from his enemy so that his enemy cannot attack him. So very, very nice indeed. In your upcoming energies, you have the Seven of Pentacles along with the Page of Wands. So Seven of Pentacles being, is the juice worth the squeeze? Page of Wands saying potentially not. You might be inspired to continue working on this thing, or you might be inspired to be going in a different direction. I'm not really sure until I clarify, but that is you looking at something that you've been working on for a while and deciding whether or not you want to continue to work on it. Let's start clarifying. I'm going to leave that Eight of Pentacles alone, and in fact, I am going to leave that Three of Cups alone as well. I think you're doing all right there. Where I'd like to tap in first is the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Death card for Gemini's present energies. Please and thank you, Spirit, for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose. What do I need to know about the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Death card for Gemini? Excuse me. The Ten of Pentacles. Well, I'm gonna have to say this is absolutely a work reading with all of this showing up. I mean, 7, 8, and 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles in this case, I believe, would be a gift from an unlikely source or a surprising source. Now, it can be like winning the lottery vibes, but you can look at it as winning the lottery when you receive a blessing in disguise and put an end to a painful situation. That's like as good as winning the lottery, right? Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone. It needed to happen. I just wanted to check in. I really want to know about this Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I believe that is where our advice lies today. Seven of Pentacles, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do these separately. Excuse me. First off, with that Seven of Pentacles, please. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Seven of Pentacles, thank you. You pulled the Queen of Wands, but the Magician came out in reverse. So you were feeling confident about what you were working on. You were feeling very self-assured about what you were working on. Maybe it just hasn't quite turned out exactly the way you wanted it to or expected it to, or you just don't have all of the tools that you need just yet in order to produce whatever kind of fruit you're trying to produce from that bush there. Let's tap in a little further and find out more, please, on the Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Magician in reverse. I'd especially like to know why that Magician came out in reverse for Gemini's present energies, please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, my darling, that makes perfect sense. You've got some self-imposed restrictions going on. This woman here is thinking that her situation is too dire to do anything about. She is stuck, or at least that's what she thinks. But the blindfolds in the tarot represent not trusting your intuition. And this entire card says that you're making a bigger deal out of something than you need to be. You think that it's a really big deal that's got you stuck. But if you took off your blindfold, you would see that's not actually the case. So what is the advice on that Eight of Swords then, clarifying the Magician reversed for the Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands? The card of expansion, darling. The Three of Wands does say that your ships are coming in and that you should probably be checking to see your passport is up to date, making sure your bags are packed. But with the Eight of Swords and the Magician in reverse, it's telling me you need to expand your mind. You need to open up your mind to the world of possibilities that are out there and not have such a restraint on what you think is possible. May I please have some advice then? Thank you. This never-ending nightmare will be over as soon as you take off your blanket, get out of bed, and do something about it. Now this blanket, it's difficult to see with these cards, but they do have the zodiac signs on them. And what that says is that you have been through this before. You do, in fact, have all of the tools you need. You just need to take off that blindfold and start trusting your higher self. I would like more, please, still. Advice on the Nine of Swords, Three of Wands, Magician reverse. I've got a massive ringing in my left ear right now, Gemini. That always means Spirit saying pay close attention to this one. So we've pulled the Hermit. I'm going to need you to take a little bit of a timeout. Take your energy and take it away from everyone and everything that you possibly can, and sit down and start focusing on your guiding light, your true north, your everything that genuinely inspires you and makes you be the change you wish to see in the world. Okie dokie. Now, these were both for your upcoming energies, the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So I wanted to do them separately. I'm going to move into this Page of Wands now. What is up with the Page of Wands that did come out with the Seven of Pentacles for Gemini's upcoming energies for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose? While you're in hermit mode, you're going to discover things that no longer serve you. The Eight of Cups says it's time to walk away from those things. And if you notice, the sky is chill, the moon is chill, the water's chill, this dude is chill, he's not in a rush. It's very calmly, very coolly, very collectedly walking away from what no longer serves you. And I would imagine maybe taking a bit of a spontaneous adventure in the future there, because the pyramids do represent a spontaneous mystery, and then the Page of Wands would be a spark of inspiration towards that mystery. Anything else about the Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, came out with the Seven of Pentacles for Gemini? Okay. You pulled the Nine of Wands in reverse. So I feel like once you walk away, currently you have this Nine of Swords, right? So you're feeling like you're in a never-ending nightmare, which if you were to not walk away from what is no longer serving you, this would come out in the upright and tell me that you are a wounded warrior. But it came out in reverse. So I do believe that you are in fact going to release what does not serve you, and you will not be feeling so wounded anymore. Let's say any advice on the Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands reverse, Page of Wands, and Sword of Seven of Pentacles for the Gemini collective for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose. It's time to learn who to give your energy to and who not to give your energy to. The Six of Pentacles says finding perfect balance and learning what you can give and receive from and what you cannot. And that's going to be something I imagine you would have started learning during that never-ending nightmare, but now that you're walking away from what no longer serves you, you can begin to actually execute that. All right, let's grab this other deck and just now say, generally speaking, for the Gemini collective, is there any more advice from the tarot? This landed square between the Seven of Eight of Pentacles. you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you are going to see success with whatever it was you were working on, that you've been working on for a while. This isn't going to be some new venture that you just picked up. This is something you have been steady at for quite some time now. You are going to find independent wealth. You are going to be creating success with ease. This is much like the Empress, only the minor arcana version. But that's not really advice. That's just telling you that once you walk away from what no longer serves you, you're going to start seeing some real benefits pay off. This can also be about self-care and enjoying the finer things in life as well. Advice from the tarot, please, for my dear Geminis, before we close out with a Sacred Creators Oracle. Okay, we're puking out the same messages. My dear Gemini, get your blindfold off by listening to your intuition. Spirit is always trying to speak to you. Nothing is coincidence. Anytime you see something and you think that it's a synchronicity or that it could mean something, it does. It definitely does. So, surprised we didn't see the High Priestess coming out, but that's all right. Just, it's time to take off that blindfold and walk away from what no longer serves. Deep down, you know what that means, Gemini. A Sacred Creators Oracle, please, to help Gemini remove that blindfold and end that never-ending nightmare. You pulled 3. You know what? I'm going to actually read all 3 because I feel like they really fit. So, especially with this Nine of Pentacles coming up, there's Nourish the Sacred Feminine, Creator Air, and Gemini obviously is an air sign, and then Inflow with Money. So this is definitely a money reading, so I'm actually going to read all 3 of these for you, Gemini. And I apologize for your video being so very late, but better late than never, right? All right. Number 18, Nourish the Sacred Feminine. Now is a time of deep introspection as you wait for an idea to grow and develop. You've planted the seeds, and sometimes divine timing requires a period of rest as things culminate and ripen. The moon asks you to the moon asks you to be open to receive, to reflect, to pause and collapse into waiting. She's the waning crescent that casts a moonlit glow over the landscape of your life. She has trickled light onto your path, but only very dimly, because she hopes that you will listen for the subtle signs and the wise whispers that are all around you. Listen to your intuition. It's time to look directly into the shadows at any lingering wounds that may continue to affect your current understanding. Remember that in the dark, it is easy to blow fear and illusion out of proportion. Don't strain to see that which you cannot see right now. Instead, focus your inner knowing on what you can see. Allow your intuitive nudges and any persistent feelings to help you translate her gentle illuminations. You must trust yourself. What does the sacred feminine mean to you? Do you have any other ways of naming this energy? How do you nourish this receptive, intuitive state? Do you tend to favor strategy or intuition? And how do you decide? And by the way, feminine energy means you're sitting there ready to receive, whereas masculine would be taking action. You're just sitting there ready to receive. So we just need you to cleanse your energies so that you can open up and receive. All right, this creator air, I believe, is in the back of the book. Yep. Air is connected to logic, critical thinking, and the energy of the mind. It is the ruler of luck, the conscious mind, and all things you know to be true. It's the realm of beliefs and analysis and communication. What would air suggest you need to know about your current situation? And how can you connect to the cards in front of you? How could your communication play a role in the solution? How is the energy of the mind, rational thought, supporting you right now? I'm gonna leave the rest of that alone. I think we're good on that one. Inflow with money. You are definitely in flow with money. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You are in flow with money, darling. Number 43. Many talented, hardworking dream chasers are postponed from reaching their dreams because of the money stories they tell themselves. Your subconscious beliefs around prosperity and what it means to find success will hinder or help your ability to rake in material abundance. Are you aligned with the sacred flow of money? Can good people be rich? Do you receive and give money easily? Do you believe that money is the root of the problem or a symptom of it? You know what? I think this is really especially speaking to the Six of Pentacles. Step into this flow by actively seeking positive feelings around wealth, remembering that your money mindset is, deep breath, very often a reflection of your own self-worth. Align your beliefs around how your energy should be bountifully compensated, and your bank account will, in turn, align with this model of reality. If that feels uncomfortable, it's time to dig deep into why, sweet creator, and engage in some energetically rich abundance thinking so that you can get yourself into the flow of prosperity. This will bolster a sustainable environment for your creations. Hello, Nine of Pentacles. And allow you to work and thrive as the best version of you. Money is not the root of your problem. It never is. How does this statement make you feel? If you could rewrite your money story, what would it be? So I think those sirens picking up more and more really wanted to scream that message at you, Gemini. It's time to get in flow with money. I hope that was helpful. I thank you ever so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.